Nick was busy working by the seashore when he spotted a bill in a pile of seaweed. He was thrilled, but then he noticed another bill in the same clump of seaweed. His initial joy turned to unease. With a mix of curiosity and dread, he pushed aside the seaweed. What he saw next left him completely stunned. There was an entire bag stuffed with cash hidden in the pile. He quickly grabbed the bag. Nick had never seen so much money in his life. He decided to keep it for himself. After glancing around to make sure no one was watching, he hurried back to his cabin with the bag. Once inside, he dumped all the bills out. He strung up several lines across the room, then carefully clipped each bill to the lines to dry them out. When he finished, Nick tried to act casual as he returned to the beach, but before he could get back to work, he spotted a small boat in the distance. Nick rushed over to investigate. It was clearly the boat that belonged to whoever owned the money, but there was no sign of the owner. Without hesitation, Nick dragged the boat onto shore, then doused it with gasoline and set it ablaze. He couldn't risk anyone discovering his secret. However, the flames from the burning boat caught the attention of the police. They soon arrived at his door. When the officers inquired about the boat, Nick nervously shook his head. He insisted he knew nothing about it. Seeing that Nick wasn't budging, the police had no choice but to leave. Still on edge, Nick returned to the beach. He hadn't expected the boat to cause him trouble, so he wanted to check if he'd left any other evidence behind. This time, as soon as he reached the shore, he discovered something at the beach. Nick ran over to take a look. It was a dead body. He figured this must be the owner of the money. Just then, two people happened to be walking toward him in the distance. This scared him to death. He frantically dragged the corpse away to bury it. Nick went to the abandoned car lot. He dug frantically in the ground with a shovel, then buried the body in the hole. Back home, Nick quickly cleaned his car. He thought he'd covered his tracks perfectly, but fate had other plans. The next day, a hunting dog wandered into the abandoned car lot. It slowly made its way to the burial site.